Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We're going to talk about some Vechain news with DNVGL and the entrance into blockchain gaming, and then we'll have some news about the TRON and POLONIEX collusion. Yes, Justin Sun and POLONIEX, if they're not the same thing, have colluded. So Vechain has entered blockchain gaming. I think some people thought this was a partnership with Microsoft. It's not quite that. Essentially, Vechain and Microsoft, if you actually read the press release, Vechain and Microsoft are not actively developing the game. It's Edo Studios and that one the one book pad that's actually developing this game, and they're developing the game on Microsoft, probably on Microsoft Azure and Vechain blockchain. So Vechain and Microsoft are the underlying technology providers for these companies to build their game on. They're not they're collaborating for this game, but it's not like a partnership thing. It's a project collaboration between Vechain, Microsoft, Edo Studios, and the storybook teller guy, who's actually the CEO of the company. And he's making his book into a game. It is a popular 1980s book, which means I don't know if anyone actually remembers it, because even I'm a little too young for that. But it's not a partnership between Vechain and Microsoft per se, but for this project, which could actually be pretty big and could actually lead to other things, it is a collaboration between VET, Microsoft, and Edo Studios to actually make this a trading card game. What's going to happen is probably like Microsoft Azure is going to host Vechain blockchain on their servers, and the game and the cards are going to be built on top of both Azure and Vechain blockchain. So that's how that's actually going to work, in my opinion. The other thing with DNVGL is DNVGL on their website did have something about blockchain, about supply chain Italian wine. Sunny Lou actually posted this today. Next target on Vechain Tour. That is a bottle of expensive Italian wine, I think. And if you actually look at the picture, you can see the DNVGL kind of code bar right there. That is Vechain's QR code. So essentially, that is how that's going to work. It looks like they're really looking to deploy more bottles of Italian wine on their blockchain, and that would help us get more TXs. So it's a further deepening of the partnership between the Italian Wine Association, DNVGL, and Vechain. So I'm looking forward to that as well. The other news about TRON and the POLONIEX collusion is that POLONIEX actually tweeted out for their users to buy TRON. That is a big no-no. Of course, they retracted that tweet 28 minutes later, but unfortunately people have caught on to it and said POLONIEX has fallen a long way from grace. And I think this kind of verifies that Justin Sun is definitely one of the major buyers of POLONIEX. He might actually be the head of that buying group on POLONIEX, because if he didn't have that much influence, they wouldn't have done this. So TRON and POLONIEX are kind of in bed together, definitely. I think it does confirm a lot of those rumors that people have been throwing around, that Justin Sun was probably one of the lead buyers in POLONIEX, and POLONIEX is in large part owned by TRON and the TRON Foundation. This also supports other corresponding evidence, like how POLONIEX actually acquired the biggest TRON DEX out there, and now all of POLONIEX's users have access to the TRON DEX. So definitely a lot of stuff swirling around. A lot of it's being more and more confirmed by really, really strong circumstantial evidence. So POLONIEX and TRON, if you see POLONIEX trying to push TRON, it's probably because it's mostly owned by TRON. And so just be wary of that. Now, so TRON basically has an extra mouthpiece to push their coin via an exchange. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.